Hey everyone, thanks for taking the time to view this video. This is a sales update for eBay for October 16th through the 31st. I mentioned in one of my last videos that I was going to try to do this more frequently, and so I am going to try to aim for every 2 weeks. One thing that also sold that I should have probably included in my last video was this great this great sale. And the reason why I overlooked it was because it sold on Bonanza rather than eBay. It was listed initially on eBay, but I started a Bonanza account and synced it with my eBay items. So it was a big surprise when this came through. I paid $2.19 for this hat at a Goodwill, and it just looked really special. And so let me go ahead and show you some other views of it. Willis and Geiger, I did a little bit of research. I initially bought the hat without even knowing anything about it, just because it looked like really high quality. It's just a fur felt hat, and it had a really nice sort of gazelle. I don't know if it's gazelle or zebra. I advertised it as gazelle from doing my research, and it sold for full asking price of $215.01. I was asking $229.95 on eBay, but when you switch it to Bonanza, Bonanza discounts it even further because they're trying to stand out from the crowd of eBay, and they have lower final value fees. So this was a really great sale. So let's jump into eBay stuff. Alrighty. So first up is this lot of 3 polo shirts. I paid $5 each for these and just lotted them up. I ended up selling them for $69.95. I took a best offer on these. Just kind of wanted to get rid of them. They were all the same exact size, and it's kind of a spring colorway for these guys. So I was happy to get a pretty decent offer for these. Next up, these grapes. These are mid-century grapes that I remember having on my coffee table as a kid, and I got these at an estate sale. I got them in a box that was titled free. They were going to be thrown away, and they were just giving them away, and I had a lot of activity on them, and I ended up selling these for $80. So never overlook the free box. Next up, I came up with a bunch of coffee mugs that I bought at a local thrift store, and they were selling them in big flats, and they were just a bunch of different subject matter. This one happened to be perfect because the Mets were in the World Series. Unfortunately, they lost, but this sold before they entered the World Series. I believe they were in the playoffs. This sold for $17.95, and they paid shipping. So that was a really good return on investment for 38 cents. Next up is this guy, Stewie from Family Guy. It was a big plush guy that I got another freebie from a garage sale. Somebody wanted to get rid of stuff, and so I grabbed him, and he kind of sat in our living room for months and months, and people would just kind of throw him to the side because he was just so big and cumbersome and he would get in the way. And so finally I listed him on eBay and sold him for $20. Probably not a big return on investment, but hey, it was no investment, so $20 is not bad for free. Next up, this is a pair of Betty Boop Adidas Superstars, Stan Smith. These, my wife, I believe she paid $3 for at the thrift store, and they were in decent shape, kind of cool. They had one little, you can see they didn't have a whole lot of wear on the soles, but they had just one little tiny nick. But it's leather, so I believe it's repairable and dyeable. So anyways, I took a best offer of $32.95 on these. And as you'll see throughout all these sales, there's a lot of diverse products, not just clothing like I started out with, but just a lot of crazy stuff. Here's back to the basics. Thomas Pink French cuff shirt. Thomas Pink is a brand that I always look out for, and it's really good quality. And so far, this is like the third or fourth shirt like this that I've sold. I did take an offer of $24.95, but I think I paid like $4 for it originally. This is really strange. My wife found this at the thrift store and brought it home, and I'm like, I am not going to sell that. Take it back. And she's like, just try it and see what happens. And so I listed it, and it sold like in a couple of weeks for $24.95. It's just a pillow. It's called the girlfriend pillow. It's like a gag gift, and it just, it's just bizarre and odd. It's just a stuffed like torso with an arm, and I was just glad to get it out of my house, because when people came over, they were kind of looking at it and looking at me and thinking, really creepy. Here is another set of shoes that I bought at a church sale for $6. As you can see, they're in excellent shape. From what I understand, they've only been worn one time, and not even in the outdoors. So they were practically brand new. I took a best offer of $40. They are my exact size, but I have a couple of really nice hiking sets of hiking shoes, so I just didn't really want another set hanging around the house. Here is a hat that I paid $2 for and sold for $19.95. Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville, and from Las Vegas, and so this was a nice little profit. The thing about baseball caps is they're really easy to list, and you just get like a styrofoam head and a white background, and you film, or you take a picture of the outside, the back, the front, the inside, and they're easy to store. So I have a bunch of these, and that I've collected over the past year. So good sale. Here is a tried and true Tommy Bahama, another good brand to look out for. This was unusual because Tommy Bahama is usually like a Hawaiian style or tropical style shirt, and this was just your basic check pattern. Really nice, 100% silk. Sold that for $32.95. And I usually charge shipping on everything that I sell. I don't know why. I've tried free shipping and charging for shipping, and I don't know if it makes a difference. Maybe you guys can put it in the comments below what your opinion is of that. This was a really nice sale. My wife picked this up at a thrift store. It's an Oakland Raiders women's jacket, size large, and I'm thinking that it's vintage, but it has a really nice diamond quilted pattern on it. And I believe, I showed this in a previous video, but the buyer never paid, so I had to relist it. But it's got the really nice big patch on the back with the embroidered letters, and then along the sleeve it's got this really nice Super Bowl logos on one sleeve, and then the actual year that they won the Super Bowl. So I ended up taking an offer of $80 on this. So from like $6 to $80, that's a pretty good return on investment. Next is, so I'm going to share with you my successes and my failures. This was sort of a failure. What this was is a gigantic 6XL pair of Ralph Lauren Polo button front shirts, and I sold these as a lot of two, and because I thought they were both the exact same size, it turns out one had a neck size of size 20 and they weren't both 22. So the buyer messaged me after paying. I took a best offer of $45, kind of low, but I was just trying to move some inventory and stimulate sales, but he said the size 20 neck would not fit him, and so I said, oh, no problem, go ahead and send me the one back, and I'll refund you the difference. And he ended up sending it back, but he sent it back like I think priority mail, and it ended up costing $11.55 to send back. So I'm not sure why it cost that much, but anyways, basically he got a shirt for free. But I relisted the second one, and hopefully I'll get full asking price on that one. Here's another failure. I sold this finally. It was a receiver, CD player, DVD player. It worked when I originally listed it, and when I went to package it up, I wanted to test it one last time. I put in a DVD, it got stuck. I had to take the thing apart, and then I couldn't get the picture to work, so I had to end up canceling the sale. So I think I'm going to tinker with it, see if I can get it to work again. Let's see. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Here's a really nice Brooks & Dunn Western Pearl Snap shirt, size large. Had some really nice graphics on it, front and back, some paisley patterns. I just thought it was a cool shirt overall. I was asking $29.95. I ended up selling it for $23.95, so, and they paid shipping, so not too bad. And sometimes I don't understand how eBay calculates shipping, but it charged them $4.54 for first class, and I ended up sending it first class, and it costed me a little over $2. Anyways, I made like $1.50 on shipping. So anyways, I consider that as part of the handling fee. It's a monthly box of cosmetic products, and she usually gives myself or my wife whatever's left that she is not interested in. So I listed this and sold it for $18.95. It's just a small tiny perfume, Harvey Prince, and that basically paid for the entire box for that month. So you never know what sells. Here's another failure. I sold this. It was new in the package. Got it at Goodwill. Sold it full price, $32.95. The buyer got it, and ended up the display was not. I guess all the pixels weren't there, and it wasn't fully legible when they were calculating points. I offered to give them a refund. This was, on let's see, when was that? It was like a couple weeks ago. I offered to give them a refund, and I never heard back. So maybe they got it working. I don't know. So here's another. If you've seen my previous videos, Bugatchi Uomo, another brand that I always look for. This is actually one of my favorites. This brand, I think they just have some really good styles. I've actually thrifted a bunch of them and kept a couple of them because I liked them so much. Here is another shirt that was just in my closet for years and years that it just never quite fit me properly, and I just threw it up there, $7.95, just to get rid of it. So it's better than throwing it away or donating it, I guess. This is kind of funny. This is a Robert Graham polo shirt. I bought this from somebody on eBay, and I paid $11 for this shirt, and I thought it was a really good deal, but it was just kind of like really worn and kind of draped on you a little bit. So and I disclosed this in the description, and I ended up selling it for $29. So not bad, $11 into $29 for not having to go anywhere and just shopping on eBay. So that was a good one. And with the new Star Wars movie coming out, I had no doubt that this little sweatshirt would sell. It's a size medium. Darth Vader, really cool graphics. It's got the Death Star in the background. It's got, you know, the kind of the racing stripe on the sleeve, and ended up selling this. I took a best offer on it. I was asking $40 and sold it for $32.95. It's kind of funny because the feedback back from the person that bought it, they said, oh, kind of expensive, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I thought that was funny. Here is, excuse my email, here is a brand new with tags Moose Creek super warm plaid flannel, really, you know, hoodie type quilted line jacket. I paid $6 for this, I want to say. I ended up taking an offer of $32.95, so nice little come up there. This I paid $3 for. This is a, I forget how long it is, I think it's 24 inches long. It's just a thermometer, like a Pepsi Cola. You know, it's a reproduction, and ended up selling it for $99.95 plus shipping. That was a really good return there, so I was pretty happy with it. It was kind of funny, I got a message on this and somebody was asking, is this an original? And I'm like, I don't think they put original in packaging back then like this. You know, it's pretty modern. I actually blacked out the price. It would see the black square in the upper left. I blacked it out because I only paid, you know, a few bucks for it and sold it for $99.95. So, all right, next up, I never knew Bibles would be a good seller, but I watched a YouTube video and somebody mentioned it one time. Found this at an estate sale. It was new. It was in the box, however, and it was in really good shape. However, it was written on in the sort of front dedication page. It was a birthday gift for somebody, and I disclosed that, and this thing sold overnight for $69.95. I'm thinking that I could have asked a little bit more for it. It was just a basic leather-bound Bible, Schofield Study Bible. It sold to somebody in the UK. Next up, this is a really nice find. This is a Zipup. It had two things going for it. It was Under Armour, which everybody knows that brand, and it was the Wounded Warrior Project logo on there. Really nice embroidered on the front and the back, sort of on the breast there. Really nice thread count, and then on the back. And you just, you know, Under Armour is just really good quality. I mean, I took a best offer of $42.95 and paid $4 for this. Alright, who says vintage doesn't sell? Here is a members only. Those of you probably under the age of 35 would probably not remember this, but this was very popular when I was in high school. It's just a 80s jacket. You know, members only was very popular. It has sort of the epaulets on the shoulders and just your basic jacket. And I don't know, maybe it was for a Halloween costume. Who knows? But you know, the 80s fashion and style seems like it's coming back. I'm not sure what's happening with this close-ups, but yeah. So paid $3 for this jacket and some change, and I took a best offer of $29.95, so not too bad. And just in time for Halloween, here is a Friday the t-shirt. Pretty scary image of everybody's feared mass murderer, Jason. Not much to say about it. It's a scary shirt, and I didn't want to own it, so I sold it for $22.95. Here was a really nice find. I walked into the Goodwill. This Goodwill is probably about 5 miles from my work on my lunch hour one day, and I found these air cleaners. They are for like Harley Davidson. Ness is a pretty well-known brand for customizing Harley Davidson and those type of motorcycles. And I found these air cleaners, and there were 6 of them, and they were asking $10.95 a piece. So what did I do? I grabbed them all, of course, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a chance. So I was gonna try to list them on Amazon, but apparently you have to be ungated in the automotive category. So I listed them on eBay, and the first one just sold. I got a best offer of $100. I paid a total of $67 and some change with tax, and already made more than my investment back. So the other 5 are going to be pure profit. So I don't know anything about this. I just did a little bit of research, and I'm pretty happy with that sale. This is an item that I've had forever and ever. No, actually, probably got it January of this year, and got several offers, lowball offers. I finally got an offer of $100. I paid $20. I took a chance. It was new. It's new with tags. Blazer from Tommy Bahama. Everybody knows that brand. I tried different things. I took better pictures, that type of thing. But the thing is, I still haven't gotten paid. It's been 4 days, so we'll see what happens. You might see this in a future video. Here is the cursed jacket. This jacket has sold. It's a North Face women's jacket. It's got a zip out liner, like a faux fur liner. Really nice jacket. It's in really good shape. The thing about this jacket is this is the 3rd time I've sold it. The first time there was a no pay type deal, or I guess they wanted to cancel it. The second time they said, oh, I didn't mean to offer you. They gave me a lowball offer, and I took it because I had it for several months, and I just wanted to kind of like flip it and move on. And what happened is they finally just said, please cancel it. So 3rd time's a charm. I took an offer of $70, and they finally got paid for this jacket. So I was pretty happy to get this out of here. I paid $6 for it at a local thrift store. Next up, my wife. She's always trying different experiments. It's just a regular Frontier leather vest, snap vest. It didn't look like anything special to me, but somebody bought it for $29.95, so she paid $3 for it. That was a really nice sale. And then everybody knows about the silver tab baggy Levi's. Always seem to sell. For some reason, all my pictures aren't coming up. I might have to do with the internet, Wi-Fi at my work. But anyways, these ones I took an offer of $28 because the front, if you might be able to see in this small photo, but the fronts were like really stained. I'm sure somebody's going to take them and bleach them or do some kind of treatment on them. But I paid $4 for them, so not too bad. 4 and a 28. I'm not going to complain about that. And then if you've seen all my previous videos, you know about these Keen Big Eye cards that just keep. I only sold 2 this month, but usually I sell from anywhere from 10 to 20 of them a month. This month I only sold 2. So anyways, and that's pretty much it for this sales update video, guys. Just wanted to ask you that if you had learned anything, or if these videos help you in any way, or if you have any questions for me. I'm not an expert. I've only been doing this since the first of the year, on a I still have a full-time job, but I just do this as a hobby. and just kind of stepped up my game. I currently have about 385 items in my store, so just kind of ramping up and seeing where it'll take me. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and please like this video. As you know, YouTube works by having subscribers, and when you like a video, it pushes it up in the search and other people can find it. So anyways, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you next time.